Welcome back to Cosmoholics Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, Bo Vintage, and today's tutorial is not a tutorial. Today I am doing a review and an update for you. Now I know my part's jacked up because it's always jacked up. It's been jacked up since maybe a week after I got my hair done, but it's okay. I just wanted to do a quick update on a review that I did, and also I would like to kind of, I guess, tell you guys about the hair that's in my head. Not really a review, just letting you know about it. Just a little bit about it. Just a little bit. Okay? If you have been subscribed to me for a while, or you've just sat there and watched all my freaking videos, then you know that I've done reviews for a company called MIME'S Dollhouse. Now, how that started was MIME'S Dollhouse reached out to me and said to me, would you like to promote our hair for us? Do reviews on YouTube or whatever, and we will sponsor you for 6 months. So how they explained it to me was that every month I would get a new shipment of hair that I would install. I could install it however I wanted. I could dye it, do whatever I want to do to it, and then post a review about it. I agreed, obviously, because oh my god, free hair, hey. I'm thinking to myself, that saves me between $2,000 and $3,000 because this hair was about $400. So that saves me a lot of money the next 2-3 years, because typically you buy hair, you reuse it until you can't use it no more. So unless you just wanted like a different curl pattern or something. But I agreed to do their reviews for them, and I thought that it would all be beneficial to me. Then I started to realize that it's not really beneficial to me because, one, the hair, I've had hair way better than what they've given me, and two, verbal contract that we had, or verbal agreement that we had, was falling through on their end. Now, I don't like to lie. I said to them initially that I can't lie in my reviews. I will give an honest review, and then you guys can give me your feedback. But at the end of the day, I'm not lying to my followers and my subscribers, because if I do that, then I'm the one that looks bad, not you guys, because you guys didn't hold a gun to my head and tell me that I have to lie. So in the beginning, my first installment was December 8th, 2013. My second installment should have been mid-January or the end of January. Doesn't matter, it was supposed to be in January, okay? But that's not what happened. So the first hair that they ever gave me, I did do a review for. That's one of my earlier videos. You can see the review there. That hair was their Peruvian body wave, and I did not want to dye it, because even though I wanted it to be blonde, I didn't want to dye that hair just because I knew that Peruvian hair is way more delicate. So if I had dyed that hair, it would have got damaged, and ain't nobody got time for that. And then after I posted the review, I decided to dye it anyway. That was a unit she had made for me. It probably had 4 bundles and a closure on it. And it was very, very, very lovely. The closure wasn't the best kind of closure. It wasn't silk based or anything like that, but it worked when it was black. When I dyed it, it got so damaged, and I was very upset about that because I just wanted to be blonde so badly. I love blonde hair. I ended up having to cut the closure off because the closure went from a 16-inch closure to a 4-inch closure. Where did they do that at? Nowhere, okay? Still had the unit. It was blonde, but it was not wearable. The way I dyed it was horrible. I never want to dye a wig again. So I ended up giving it to somebody to dye for me, to blue, and it was supposed to be blue, purple, and pink, I believe. I got the dye, I gave it to her, she dyed it into a hot ass mess, okay? It looked like fucking Sully from Monsters Inc. Where was I ever going to wear that to? Nowhere. So I ended up having to dye it myself into colors that would take to the blue. I ended up dyeing it like this. So it goes from black to purple. Maybe you can see, there's the blue, a little bit of the blue that was in there. So it goes from black to purple to hot pink. This hair is still wearable. I don't really wear it. I wore it and then I took it off. I didn't want to wear it anymore. I'm kind of over the colors. Like, I did mermaid hair a long time ago. Don't need to do it again. I just really like how black hair brings out my features. This is the best hair MIME'S Dollhouse has to offer. Their Peruvian body wave. If they still carry this, I don't know. This is the first installment they gave me, and this is the only hair that I can say has lasted. I can say that this hair straightens beautifully. I can say it still has a little bit of a curl pattern, and it curls beautifully as well. Would I spend $400 on it? No. I don't really know what their prices are because I've never paid for hair from them, but the most I would spend on this would be $200, and that's including a closure. However, I do not recommend their closures. Now, the reason that I kind of had an issue with the company that was giving me the hair was because we agreed for 6 months, which means I should be done now, but I'm not done, and that's fine with me because I don't want to continue. But the agreement was for 6 months. I was supposed to get hair every month. The first installment was December. I didn't get my second installment till late March, and that was an issue for me. I presented my issue, and they were kind of talking to me like I had an attitude. Obviously, I'm going to have an attitude. If I'm promoting for you, my hair should always be on point. If I'm promoting for you, you can't make me look bad. The same way I shouldn't be able to make you look bad. If you have good hair, it will speak for itself. When I have in that hair, the only time anybody ever asked me about that hair was when I got the second installment in March, and I said I refuse to do a review on this hair. I made it look very good in my pictures. It looked okay in my pumpkin pie video. However, the hair itself was very bad, and I told them I wouldn't recommend this hair to my worst enemy. And I think they began kind of having an issue with me because I wasn't going to do reviews for them. If I don't like the product, I don't like the product. Like, I'm not promoting it for you. And so I didn't want to do the review for that hair. And that was like, she told me it was a Malaysian deep wave. That hair was not no kind of deep wave. That hair was like a kinky ass synthetic blend bullshit. Like, I was like, hell no. I had it in my head for a day, and I was just like, this is not okay. Then a couple weeks later, me and her got into an argument over the phone, and it wasn't even really an argument. It was more of a shade throwing contest. And then I decided to ask her, okay, when can you send me new hair, because this is not acceptable. And so she ends up telling me, oh, she just randomly said 3 weeks. If you send me hair and I say hell no, you should be getting my hair to me within the next 4 days, because I'm not an idiot, and I pretty much figure that they just order their hair from AliExpress and sell it, because there's no hair that takes 3 weeks to come. She just, I don't know what the process was for her, but all the people that I know that sell hair here in Toronto, they get their hair from Alibaba, not AliExpress, in a big shipment, and that's how they have it on hand. She didn't have hair on hand, which didn't make sense to me, because if you sell hair locally, you have to have hair on hand. After the shade throwing contest, she ended up apologizing to me and kind of saying, turn a new leaf, turn a new page kind of thing. And I was like, okay. And she sent me the Brazilian body wave. The other issue that I had with the company was that when she was talking to me on the phone, throwing her shade, and I was catching it, she was telling me that I was basically a guinea pig trying out new hair. That's not what I agreed to. So no, I'm not your fucking guinea pig. I'm nobody's guinea pig, and I will not be doing any such thing. I am here to promote your hair. I am here to do reviews for you. But if you send me a product that is no bueno, then I will not be doing a review for you. So catch that shade. Shady boots. Catch that tea. Sip that tea. Enjoy that tea. So anyway, I got the Brazilian body wave and I installed it, but I had to add 2 of these, 2 bundles out of the 4 that I have in my head right now, to get the length, because the longest they sent me was a 20. So that hair I did a review for. She contacted me and told me she didn't like the review, if I could do another review, What do you mean you didn't like the review? Nobody asked you to like the review. The review is not for you. The review is for the followers. I was not going to be dishonest for you. And that's basically, I felt like she was asking me to be dishonest without asking me to be dishonest. That's how I took, anytime she called me and was giving me her feedback, that's how I felt. She's just like, I just needed to be a little bit more positive and blah, blah, blah. No. I'm going to say exactly how I feel, how the hair took to my head. That is how I will present it to you guys. And she sent me this other hair. So that's 3 installments, but that was well into May. I've had December, January, February, March, April, May. That's 6 months, but I've only had what I consider to be 2 installments because I wasn't counting the hair that I didn't review. 6 months in, only 2 reviews done because they weren't keeping up their end of the deal. So then we got to the last review I did for them. That was their Malaysian body wave. The hair I have in my head now is a Malaysian body wave that has been blow dried and straightened. When I blow dried the MIME'S Dollhouse hair, I did that off camera, but I straightened it on camera. It did not look like this. It didn't look like this. It looked very different from this, and this is because this is not MIME'S Dollhouse hair in my head. I will not put MIME'S Dollhouse hair in my head ever again. The initial review I had for that hair was that it was the best hair because the first hair that I showed you had fallen to shit. But I didn't, at that time it was still blue and it looked very damaged. So at that time I didn't realize that that hair was actually better than the last review I did. The Peruvian is better than the Malaysian. So I have to recant that statement because that is not the best hair they've sent me. The only good hair they've sent me has been the Peruvian. So let me show you now MIME'S Dollhouse Malaysian body wave. And this is what the hair has come to, okay? What is going on here? What is going on here? If you go onto Evangie hair and you look at when people dye this hair, because I'm not dyeing this hair, I want it to be black forever. If you go on to that page and look at when people have dyed this hair and how long it has lasted them for, you're going to be like, what the hell? I don't know where Mimi gets their doll hair from, but that's exactly what the fuck it is, doll hair. At that point is when I decided I wasn't going to do a review for them ever again because consistently they've sent me hair that I could care less about, and consistently they haven't sent me hair on time. They're making me look bad. Thankfully, nobody has come to me and told me that they decided to purchase that hair. Sucks that it didn't work out how I thought it would, but we're moving on to bigger and better things. The hair that I have in my head right now is called Evangie hair. This is hair I've purchased. I spent damn near $400 on this hair, and I don't regret that because the hair has been around since April. I've installed it about 3 or 4 times and it's not lost its length. I have in 22, 22, 24, 24. It doesn't shed that much, and the quality of the hair is just so beautiful. I've always shopped quality over quantity. I really don't care for prices. If I like something, I buy it. That's just the bottom line. My hair blends better with the hair when it's just blow dried, but I need it to be straightened because I like that Pocahontas feel. When I got it straightened at the hairdresser, that's when my hair blended the best because he actually had a hot comb for me. I don't have a hot comb, so it's kind of hard to blend my hair with it, even though my hair does get super straight. The curl pattern on this hair is beautiful. I've done so much to this hair and the curl pattern has still stayed. I will post a little video clip of that because I never really wear it with the curl pattern. I always end up blow drying it and straightening it or something. to this hair because this is technically the same kind of hair. This is a Malaysian body wave, and this is a Malaysian body wave, but where they do that at. Not here, boo. Not here. I don't know if I should post her phone number, even though anytime I recommend this hair to somebody, I always give them her phone number. My aunt has her hair in, my cousin has her hair in, a couple Instagram girls have asked me and I've given it to them, and I see their pictures on her page, on her hair page, so I'm assuming that she's making money off of me. I want my cut, girl. No, I'm joking, but maybe we can do business. Anyway, yeah, I really like this hair. This is the only hair that touches my head. The thing with buying locally is that it tends to be more expensive. When you're buying from AliExpress, was cool for a couple days and then like it's just hard because you never really know what you're gonna get when you order online because you don't get to see it first, right? It's the same with buying clothes or shoes or whatever. Even though you know your size, it doesn't mean that when it gets here it's gonna fit the same as whatever else you wear. So when I was buying hair online, I was kind of like struggling with keeping a vendor because every time I get hair it would be different quality, and so that's the kind of tricky thing about buying hair online. Now I ended up settling for Queens, but at the end of the day I wouldn't keep, like with AliExpress hair, I feel like you have to keep buying hair because you're just spending for the time being. It's just like buying hair at the hair store. It's just cheaper and you better quality. So for the price, AliExpress is right, but if you want to just be reusing your hair, then I would definitely say to find somebody that sells locally and get them to show you what they have on hand. That's another big thing. Like with hair that you're getting locally, I would suggest to hair sellers to have hair on hand, because what are you really good for? The point of me coming to you instead of buying hair online is because I know you have it on hand. I'm going to spend however much money I'm going to spend on this hair. It needs to be a certain quality. Yes, I think what I was saying was that I don't think I should post her number on the video, but business is business. So I will post her Instagram. She has 2 accounts. She has her personal account and she has her hair account, and so I will post both those handles for you so you can search and see for yourself what kind of hair it is or what her hair looks like. But like, this is my dream hair, and I don't know, I just freaking love this hair. Like, I don't have a bad review for this hair.
Tell a bad bitch, girl, let's go hang. You know me, Rolex, go chain. Fuck my young niggas, that's so gang. Get so drunk, you forget your name. Incense, burning. Smoking out of my own shit. Got black wood in my white range. I'm taking off with that light change. I'm Drizzy Drake and my old bitches.
I'll just post a picture of when I had it all curled up because this is too dramatic for me. So anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna do a review for this hair. I'm not getting paid to do a review, and I am certainly not getting no damn free hair. People ask me where I get the hair from, so I just want to publicly make a video because I didn't shoot a makeup tutorial and it's been 4 days. So I just want to let you guys know where I get my hair from and to let you know that it's safe to buy, unlike the other hair that I have promoted. I'm going to delete the other reviews that I have done for MIME'S Dollhouse, except for the first review. Okay guys, so this is it. That's all I have to tell you. I will leave her Instagram in my description box. If I didn't touch on anything, I'll know when I watch this back. If I did miss anything, I will just leave it in the description box because I am so over filming for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm probably gonna get a whole bunch of thumbs downs, but not really. I better not. I don't like when I get thumbs down. Y'all stop giving me thumbs down. You know what? I really honestly think that it's the same like people that give me thumbs down, because I noticed that on a lot of my videos that have a lot of likes, there's only like 1 or 2 dislikes. So I figure it's the same 2 bitches. y'all's hating on the kid, and that's okay. But I can't say that for the other videos that have like 6 downs, but the ratio is always good. I saw my first negative comment the other day, and it's actually freaking dying. So when I don't use dark pink liner and I use light pink liner, my lips just look ridiculous, and I know this, but I don't really give a fuck. Somebody commented on my video and she was just like, did you just eat powdered donuts? And I was on the floor, like actually on the floor. I think she commented a while ago, but I had just seen the comment recently, and I was just cracking up because I'm like, fuck, that's hilarious. So I commented back and I was just like, yes, I sure did, and they were delish. So powdered donuts for the win, bitch. Powdered donuts for the win, ho. Yeah, I'm hella tired because I'm just talking about all kinds of shit that does not matter. Anyway, guys, if you like the makeup that I have on in this review, let me know and I will do the tutorial for it. So you guys are the loves of my life right now, and please comment, like, subscribe, and share. And if you get a chance to watch the other reviews for MIME'S Dollhouse, I'll leave them up for the next week. Watch the reviews, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see why I have a problem with the freaking company. I wish I'd put my hair behind my ear because I think I'm white. Anyway, guys, love ya.
I got my